Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's video is a plan with me for the week of December 1st through December 7th using the October 2024 mystery from Sadie Stickers. It was the really cute, baking one that was foiled in rose gold with those gorgeous light colors. And I'm so excited to finally be in December. um I feel like I did take a little bit of a break from voiceovers and just this editing stuff in like July because of stuff. But to feel caught up now, it feels pretty good. Well, mostly caught up. I'm trying to get ahead, I'm trying to get some stuff ready to go. Unfortunately, I've lost the footage for my sidebar, bottom washi and sidebar, but like bottom washi's just slap some washi down. Because I use a phone to record, a different phone. I have two phones. I have an older phone and my current phone that I use for everyday things. But the older phone kind of has a short battery, like its battery is not great. So if I don't remember to plug it in, it just like dies. And I realized I was sitting there and I was like, oh, you know what? I need to stop filming, stop recording. It's technically not filming because we're not using film. I know semantics, but I should stop recording and like let the phone save this memory and then go plug the phone in. And as I was about to hit stop, the phone was like, it just died. And I was like, great. Why didn't I have this thought like 10 seconds sooner? But I was like, maybe fingers crossed it like saved itself. Has the phone died? And as we know, no, it did not save itself. Has the phone died? Um, so I'm sorry about that. I was actually really proud of this, how the sidebar came out. Um, I forget if I do a pan over of it or not. Maybe I do. I don't remember. I should have. Oh well. um, moving on. So the cool thing I wanted to know, or the thing I wanted to talk about, maybe that's not cool per se, but the thing I wanted to talk about for the sidebar was like I ended up with these like winter houses thing. I'm not really sure, but they were like pretty big. And I was like, we could just substitute these in for gingerbread houses. Like they don't look like gingerbread houses, but like if you put it in the context of a baking kit, it might make people think it's gingerbread houses. Um so let's try to see if it worked. And like I don't know if it still portrays gingerbread house, but I kind of like how it looks. This that deca, which I do pull in throughout the rest of the spread, it is on white paper, which isn't like the worst thing. This was right around that transition at Sadie Stickers. Oh, I never mentioned they were from Sadie Stickers, did I? This was right around that transition from Sadie Stickers where she dropped all of the white stuff, I would assume. I think I came in to the community. It feels weird saying that every once in a while. Right at that tail end of when she was still offering white and clear. Um so like I've known a foil sticker community that was mostly in transparent matte. So it was kind of like interesting to like go through stuff and be like, oh, this is when I bought that because this was when somebody else bought this because I got the houses in a D stash. But this is when somebody else bought that because we still have white and clear. Um, I still think there are uses for white and clear, well, not clear, but white stickers specifically, like foil on white, because I feel like the foil pops a little bit better against the whites. It does limit your layering capabilities, obviously, but if you are intentional about how you layer things, I think it gives a really great payoff. So I know most shops don't offer the foil white foil on white deco anymore. Um, it was something I was just talking to Sita about a little while ago, about, and she's been thinking about switching back to transparent matte. I was like, just watch out for the. I just like people. She still has a white paper option. It works great for small, like really teeny tiny decos. Um, but yeah, so that's the sidebar. Not much about the sidebar. That was more tangent on white paper. So the sidebar, yeah, it's just brought in those houses, just trying to build something up. And then for the thing had the most clear vision on was actually my center bridge, and it wasn't even really a clear vision. It was more like I knew I wanted to put the shelf in the middle of the spread, and I was trying to finagle the full boxes, and then this ended up being a collection where the full boxes ended up in line with the column. Like it's just sometimes moving chair. Sometimes you just like look at a spread, or you look at like how pieces are already interacting with each other, and um I think if I had done like I didn't like how the tilted boxes looked in my center bridge, so I didn't do it. So I think because the center bridge full boxes weren't tilted, and then the full box I have in my sidebar, which is that top left one, like the one at the top, was not tilted. I think tilting the rest of the spread might have been like it to me when I was like playing with it off camera. Um it seemed like too much, right? It seemed like I was trying to force something that it didn't necessarily need to be in, right? Um so that's how I ended up with like a spread that's like I did not set out to have this spread be all um in line in the column. Um so it was an interesting turn of events, I guess is how I say that it turned out this way. But since I didn't plan it, like it happened this way, I still wanted to have my boxes like connected in a sense. I wanted all of the at least the boxes that were close together. Like I can't make the one on Monday really touch anything because it's all the way by its lonesome up there. But the boxes that were kind of close to each other, I wanted them to interact. So that's why on the right side you have the deco pieces kind of cascading in between them. And then here with my bridge and the box on Tuesday, um have the alcohol inks kind of the alcohol ink swatch kind of like bridging them together. And I guess man, my brain my brain did think about it. So I bridged the top that Monday box with the bridge. Just so like to me it um it helps with the flow of the base, not necessarily of like the whole spread, but but my own personal preference. And I understand if it's like a lot for some people. I know I do a lot. I don't deny that. um it just kind of helps with how the spread moves in its different stages, right? Because a base spread looks really different than a completed spread. um and there's something beautiful about both of them. Like for me, a base, if there's a lot of white, I want the pieces to be interacting with each other. And we all know how my we know how my my full completed spreads look. They're just not over. Maybe it is overload for some people, but it's not for me. Like I just like having a really full looking page. So that's really kind of it on the base. I will say use your foils, guys, because it was a little difficult to pull up some of the foils from the sampler, but that's just because I don't use my stickers in a timely manner. So yeah, on to the day by day. Now it's interesting, I didn't mark my notes. I didn't like number them, so we're gonna have to figure out which ones which. Like, did I omit anything? Monday this week I was 22 weeks pregnant. I had a coffee Monday. Um And I was sitting here while I was making this bread. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I was putting the snowflake there. Um, I have written in my notes a dinner date, and I'm trying to remember why we had a dinner date. Like, what was the reason? I don't know at this point in time. Still haven't figured it out. Not that it really matters. It was just important that we had a dinner date. Because a dinner date means it was just myself and my partner, which is really important, especially now with like the new kid coming up soon. Like time, alone time is going to get a little bit harder, or it's going to be a little more important. So it's like, let's get it in. Like, yes, it's going to be more important. It's going to be more sparse. It might be harder. So it's very important to like spend that time now when we can. So that's that. And then I finished that night with a planning sesh. And then on Tuesday was a rainy day. It was also a paperwork day, and then I filmed some happy mail. It was the um Dash of Sun Designs Midnight. I keep saying Midnights. Midnight collection. That's my New Year's kit. I was like, okay, let's see the New Year's kit options. And I knew as soon as I saw that sneak from Chelsea, that was going to be the one for me. Like, I can't, glamorous kits with her. I can't resist them. And then I got my paper trail plans, um, hollow foil from from the stuff that they were discontinuing. Um, yeah, it's actually come in a lot more clutched than I thought, because I was like, oh my goodness, I need more hollow foil. Oh wait, I have a few things here. So that was good. On Wednesday, I had some tea in the afternoon. I've been trying really, 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 really hard to just minimize the morning coffee. I mentioned it before. If I have a morning coffee, it's literally the only thing I nurse throughout the entire day. And I'm like, no, I need to be drinking more water. I need to drink water. I need to like have things other than coffee for like the 4 to 6 hours of the before I fill up my water bottle, because I finished my coffee. So I do give myself an afternoon tea if I'm like, I need a little pick me up. I could do coffee too, but I don't like running to the bus stop with a coffee in hand. So I try not to do that. Tea, I just make a little mug of tea, and I'm like, cool. I can finish this before I leave work. I had a really long commute home. um, I don't really know what happened in December with traffic on 76, but like it was just bonkers like how long it took me to get home. And I was noticing like around this time. So I have a couple of exit options off of the interstate. Um so I have A, B, and C. C is like the longest way. It's the most traffic stays on 76 the longest. B used to be my default option. But I think what happened is they borked the lights, like the timing of the lights after the turn, after the exit is just horrible. So then the exit backs up for like a solid half mile onto the interstate. So you're like, okay. So you can either A, wait 20 plus minutes in that line, or be a jerk and cut to the front of the line, because actually the exit is a left turn and a right turn. And I absolutely hate doing that. I've done it when I've had to, but I really hate doing it. And it's like more like an okay thing because that right turn, I make a right turn lane there. The right turn it's two lanes. You turn into two right lanes. So like if you're in the left lane and you need to be in, like if you're in a left turn lane, you need to be in a left lane when you're turning. It's like not the worst thing, but I really absolutely hate doing it. I've only done it like 3 times because I've had to. But yeah, it's just so now I do option A, but option A is also not amazing either, but it's a little bit shorter, or at least I feel like it's a little bit shorter. It's a little bit less of a wait time, I guess. Sorry, that was a huge diatribe that I didn't need to do, but apparently I did. I finished Wednesday with some planning time. On Thursday, I only had 2 things marked in my notes, so that's why I was able to, like, kind of make some more of a scene at the bottom here. So I marked a Dunkin' run and then McDonald's for dinner, and then at the bottom of Thursday, I just created a little bit more of a scene with the deco that I still had. On Friday, I brought banana bread to work. There was an accident on the way home because, like, I was just explaining, I was like, okay, well, I just missed A. I am not taking B, so we'll take C. However, there was an accident on C, so it took even longer. So I was like, I should have just been the jerk on and just made the right turn from the left lane and exit B. But it's fine. Things happen. And then we got home. I got home and I was like, hey, DT, what's like going on with the family? I forget exactly what the tea was, but I was like, what's going on with the fam? Like something's going on here. So we had some tea time. You know, she spilled the tea. On Saturday, Saturday I made breakfast. We visited the King of Prussia Mall just so that Bub can experience Christmas at the mall. It's not the same as when I was a child. It doesn't feel as magical anymore. Granted, we didn't go with the intention of taking pictures with Santa, so that might have been part of the problem. But those lines are too long, and he can't sit still for that long. And my mom usually does Christmas pictures with Santa, but I think she forgot this year. Um, so we actually have no Christmas pictures with Bub for with Santa, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't. He's not gonna miss it. Maybe when he's older and can tell Santa what he wants for Christmas, that's when it's gonna be more important. Um, but yeah, so we went to the mall just for him to experience Christmas at the mall, even though it's not the same. And then we got home and we played some video games. Most likely it was Mario Kart. I think my husband's also been playing Minecraft with him. And then there's some other like miscellaneous Pajama Sam. That's the newest one. That's the newest obsession is Pajama Sam. And then on Sunday we did a Target run, did a grocery run. I vacuumed and cleaned the house. And I did some voiceovers. How did I do some voiceovers when Bub was home? I normally try not to do voiceovers when he's home. Because my sound my sound studio used to be his room. But I think during this period of time he was sleeping in our bedroom, which is right at the top of the stairs, and my desk is right at the bottom of the stairs. So I try not to do voiceovers when he's home, but maybe he wasn't home, but I don't remember I didn't make a note that we dropped them off at my mom's house, but maybe we did. I don't remember now. This was a long time ago. It's like I said, I'm trying to get ahead, so it's about I think I'm doing this voiceover about a month before it's supposed to go up, and I'm trying not to um make contemporaneous allusions while I'm doing this voiceover, but just for context, this is probably about a month ahead. But yeah, that's the video. So this is the spread. I love the rose gold touches. I think it's beautiful when we have a holiday kit that is in rose gold because it's for me, I think gold for Christmas and silver for winter, and like rose gold just adds like a very beautiful surprise. So, and I feel like it works so well with the pinks and the browns in this collection. And that is the leftovers. Here is the flyover of the spread. And that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you gave it a little like. Leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below. And I would be so happy if you joined my little channel by subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.